In this video, you will be guided through the settings on your Smart Panel 6000 series. To navigate to your settings, navigate to your home screen on your Smart Panel and locate the settings gear in the lower left-hand corner. When you first open your settings, you'll see the first setting that you have available is your board name. To change your board name, tap on the name and enter in the name that you would like to add in. Once you've entered in your name, click Save. At the top of our settings menu, we will first click into our network settings. In network settings, that's where you're able to double check which Wi-Fi you are connected to. This is particularly important if you're wanting to screen share. If you're wanting to change your Wi-Fi network, tap on your Wi-Fi and choose which network you would like to connect to. Underneath our personalization section, tap into wallpaper for you to be able to customize your wallpaper background on your Smart Panel. You can choose from the library of smart backgrounds, or you can also add pictures in from a USB drive. Under application settings, we'll next go into Files Library. In Files Library, that's where you're able to identify where your whiteboard lesson files will be stored. By default, if you're working on your board, all of your lesson files will be saved directly onto your panel. When you're logged into your panel, you're able to choose if you would like to save directly on your board or to your Lumio account. Our next setting under application settings is in Smart Whiteboard. In Smart Whiteboard settings, you're able to choose how you would like your whiteboard lessons to be deleted. Whiteboard deletion policy allows you to change when whiteboard lesson files will be deleted. Currently, I have mine set to delete manually because I would like to save all of my lesson files. But if you would like to clean up some space and know that you won't be reusing or revisiting any lesson files, you can choose to delete after 1 week or delete after 1 month. Once you've chosen when you would like your files to be deleted, go ahead and click the blue Save button. In other settings, you are also able to enable finger inking. By turning on finger inking, that will allow you to annotate and write on a whiteboard without needing to use the Smart Pen, just by being able to walk up to the whiteboard and use your finger to ink. When we turn on Enable Shared Whiteboards, this will allow you to share out your lesson to student devices. Our next setting down is located in Screen Share. In Screen Share, teachers are able to choose which devices they would like to be able to wirelessly screen mirror up to your panel. By default, AirPlay, Google Cast, and Miracast are all toggled on, but if you would like to toggle those off, simply tap on the on-off toggle. Teachers are also able to turn on Require Permission. With Require Permission, when in Screen Share, teachers are able to get a preview of the device that will be mirrored up to the panel. This could be a great option for teachers when they're wanting students to share up to their panel. Under Screen Share, our next setting will be Notifications. On your new panel, you'll receive notifications and tips and tricks as on your home screen that will pop up. You are able to turn those off manually one by one, or you can turn on Do Not Disturb. This will turn off any of those notifications and will stop from interrupting your lesson. Under System Settings and under System, you do have access to USB mass storage devices to be able to turn that on or off. So if you do not want people to have access to a USB mass storage on your panel, go ahead and toggle that off. Under Power Settings, under Screen Power, you're able to turn on when people are nearby. That means if your board goes to sleep and no one's in the room, the board will stay asleep. But as soon as somebody walks into the room, the motion sensor will note when somebody walks in and will turn on. Under Screen Power as well, you can turn the screen off after an hour. I can tap on that down arrow to change my timing if I would like to change for when I want my screen to be turned off. Under Energy Saver, you're able to choose how long you would like your board to stay on. If you would like to adjust that, you can go ahead and tap that down arrow to adjust your settings for when you would like your board to go on standby. Under Display Settings, this is where you're able to adjust the brightness, or you can turn on auto brightness. Depending on the classroom you're in and the amount of light that you receive in your classroom, if your screen is too bright or it's too dim, this is where you're able to move the slider to be able to auto adjust. Under date and time, this is where you're able to toggle on and tap this check mark to enable automatic date and time. That will then pull from your Wi-Fi network so that you have the accurate date and time available. In security settings, you're able to choose enable automatic login. Once you get logged in on your board, if you're wanting to stay logged in, you can go ahead and toggle that on so that even when your board is asleep or when you power off your board, once you turn it back on, you will then be logged back into your smart account. Our last setting is located in software update. If you're noticing that your panel is having some troubleshooting issues or if things are laggy a little bit on your panel, come to software update to make sure that your board is up to date. If you have additional questions or need additional support, please contact our professional development team at pd@bloom.com.